That's what I'm talking about, Charlie Puth. That's what I've been missing. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to Fibs Reacts, and in today's video we are going to be reacting to Charlie Puth's new album called Whatever's Clever. Now before we get into the video, I would just like to address my absence. I do sincerely apologize. I know it's been a while, but just to make a long story short, back in December I was diagnosed with something called Bell's palsy. If you don't know what it is, give it a quick Google search. I don't want to talk too much about it here. So I am still in the process of kind of recovering from that, which would explain the sunglasses. But I just couldn't wait any longer. I wanted to get back into YouTube, and also with Charlie Puth dropping an album, I mean, come on, you know I had to react to it. So as some of you may know, if you've been a subscriber to the channel for a while now, you know that I am a Charlie Puth fan. I will say up to this point, I think Voice Notes is my favorite of his albums. His first album, 9-Track Mind, was kind of all over the place, sonically, a lot of different genres going on. Felt kind of directionless. It had a few songs here and there that I kind of liked, but for the most part, you know, not bad for a freshman album. And then with the sophomore, he really came out swinging with Voice Notes. I think Voice Notes is incredible, even to this day. His third album, Charlie, I did not like really at all. It felt very much TikTok coded. Felt like it was just trying to appeal to an algorithm. Felt like it was made in an AI lab. Mess of an album. And also Charlie Puth's vocal just sounded processed as hell on that album. But with all that being said, it brings us to his now fourth album called Whatever's Clever. Now for the reaction today, I will just be reacting to the songs that I have not heard yet, which are basically all the songs except the singles that he's released. It does seem like he's trying to kind of rekindle that 80s vibe that he had on Voice Notes. He did produce this album along with Blood Pop, and it seems like he's trying to bring back a lot of, you know, human elements, a lot of organic elements to music, sounds that we've heard in the past, like in the 80s and the 90s, and bringing back choir vocals, group vocals, and live instruments. So I am very excited for this album, very excited for this reaction. So let's not waste any time, let's get right into it. So the first song we'll be reacting to is track number 4. It is called Washed Up. Let's get into it. Has kind of a reggae feel to it. Yeah, this is very much an island jam for sure. I really like this pre-chorus. It's so smooth, man. Ooh, key change. I like those choir vocals. Ooh, the harmonies. I feel like I'm on a cruise ship right now. Alright, little fade out. Alright, so that is track number 4 called Washed Up. And that brings us to track number 5 called New Jersey, featuring Raven Lenae. I am unfamiliar with Raven Lenae, but for those of you who may not know, Charlie Puth is from New Jersey, so I'm assuming this will probably be some kind of homage, some kind of ode to how he grew up and where he's from. So let's check it out. You know what this sounds like? Sounds like Boy. Sounds like Boy. So as I was talking about earlier, I love how he's trying to bring in real instruments. You know, you hear that slap bass that's very 80s. You have those, you know, big Phil Collins drums, which I really like. And also, like, his voice just sounds so much better, I guess better mixed. on this album than, I mean, definitely the last one for sure. But I'm really liking the vibe of this one. Like I said, it sounds like Boy Part 2. She has a nice voice. I like her voice. Nice. So that is track number 5 called New Jersey. I really like that one. That one's fun. All right, and next up we have track number 6. This is called Don't Meet Your Heroes. I love the way you were a star. I love the way you play guitar. You don't even look like as much as I love his falsetto, he has a really nice low register too. Every day I'm still filled with regret. Don't meet your heroes without knowing yourself. Don't meet your heroes without knowing yourself. That's good. I like that. We gonna get a little jazz piano solo. Whoa. Oh my. Those Charlie Puth vocal harmonies, man, they are so good. Yeah, I was hoping that song was gonna go somewhere, and then when those vocals hit, yeah, that was great. All right, so we are gonna skip track number 7 because that was a single, bringing us to track number 8 called Hey Brother. I like these guitars, man. It's amazing how the years go by so fast. Keep it in the family, 'cause blood is thicker than blood. Love those chord changes, man. Hey brother, need you to listen, please. Hey brother. This is a very James Taylor, which I know is a big influence to Charlie Puth. Ooh. Okay, alright. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's a sweet song. My one gripe with this song, though, and it's a very, very, very minor gripe, is that little sample he used at the beginning. Sounded like maybe something he pulled from like an old like home movie or something like that. But because it's like spliced so many times like throughout the song, it kind of becomes a little distracting. Having it at the very beginning is fine because it kind of just sets the tone, sets the mood for the song, kind of this more nostalgic feeling. But I think just having it like repeated so many times throughout the song, and it sounded like he may have been trying to use it for like a melodic element, because it did sound like it was like in the same key of the song, but I felt like it was a bit overused. But aside from that, I really enjoyed that song. All right, and moving on to track number 9, we have Sideways featuring Coco Jones. Now, I have been looking forward to this one because I'm hoping it's an R&B ballad, because I love my R&B. I think Coco Jones has a phenomenal voice, so I really hope they do something cool here. So let's check it out. Never thought I would see the day when my words stopped to resonate. Never been down this road before. Nice. Oh man. Ooh, this is, bro. Oh. Okay. All right, Charlie. Babyface Charlie. Yo, this is like some old school R&B. This is some New Edition. This is some maybe Brian McKnight. I mean, this is just like that old school R&B sound. I really like that. I'm interested to see how well Coco Jones's voice is going to complement Charlie's, because the reality is you could have two great vocalists, but if their voices don't go together, it's just not going to sound right. So let's see what Coco has to say. The drop into the chorus is so smooth. I love that. They sound great together. Really good. Alright, come on, give me a bridge, give me a bridge. Nice. Whoa, what? Was that Charlie? I gotta run that back. First of all, that bridge, you know, even though it's not like a lyrical bridge, wow, what an instrumental they gave us there. Hearing those strings like really just fill the background of the track is great. I gotta run that back, see what kind of notes he's hitting. Wow. B flat to a C. Damn. Alright, how are we gonna close it out? Oh my gosh. Those strings, man. Yo. Dude, I have goosebumps right now. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm talking about, Charlie Puth. That's what I've been missing. Dang. Yeah, that's wow. I think that's my favorite one so far on the album. I've said for the longest time that I think Charlie Puth will be great at singing R&B. Just because his voice is just naturally, you know, more breathy, just kind of has that tone to it. And also his incredible falsetto. You know, and that's like, he didn't have to do that outro, you know, with all the strings and the vocal. Like, he didn't have to do that. That's not like the popular thing to do nowadays. You don't hear a lot of outros like that in music nowadays. But I am so glad that he decided to add that to the end of this track, because wow, that just wrapped it up in a bow and just wow. Yeah, that one was great. All right, and moving right along here, we have track number 10. This is called Love in Exile, featuring Michael McDonald and Kenny Loggins. Got some legends on this song. Let's check this one out. Bit of a shuffle here. It's so happy, man. Like, I love how happy it is. Hearing Kenny Loggins, like, it's so nostalgic. I love these chord changes, man. And I love how that hook goes right there. You know, you hit each word with each, you know, beat. Now it feels like love in exile. I mean, only after hearing it like once, it's like I've already picked up on the hook. That's when you know you have a good hook. It just sticks with you. All right, so next up we have track number 11, Until It Happens to You, featuring Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Jeff Goldblum and the Mildred Snitzer Orchestra. Well, I know that Jeff Goldblum plays the piano. Does he sing? I don't know. We'll have to check this out. Sounds like the intro of a Queen song. What the hell? You know what this sounds like? It sounds like I'm Still Standing, Elton John. That's what this sounds like. This song is sunshine and rainbows, bruh. It's fun, man. It's happy. Never hurts to have a happy song.
Yeah. Happen to you. Happen to you.
Oh God. All right. Well, that is what's it called? Until It Happens to You, featuring a pretty comedic appearance from Jeff Goldblum there. Apartments.com, a place to find a place. Anywho, let's get into the last track of the album. This is track number 12, called I Used to Be Cringe, which is a very interesting title. I really hope he uses that in a clever way here. Clever. Because if he doesn't use the title I Used to Be Cringe in a clever way, I'm afraid the song as a result will be maybe a little cringe. But let's get into it. Track number 12, I Used to Be Cringe, closing out the album.
I used to be cringe, just so I could fit in and have a seat at the table. At once,
Sorry to pause the song, but I just wanted to mention how I just love how we're really hearing his voice again. Because, you know, like I said, on his last album, it just sounded so processed and robotic and just doctored to all hell. But on this album, you just really hear the human side, the organic quality in his voice, and I just love that. And you know, this song, you know, it's just an acoustic guitar and Charlie's voice, which you like. I don't think there's been a Charlie Puth song up to this point that has just been like an acoustic ballad like this. But I love it because it's personal. It feels personal to the listener. Nothing about the last album felt personal to me, like listening to it. Nothing resonated with me because it just felt so fake. Like it felt AI. And I feel like living in an age of AI, I feel like people are craving for that more organic and human quality to music, because it's something that, you know, is tangible, like something we can really kind of latch onto. And so I think ending the album with an acoustic ballad was a really, you know, interesting choice. And I think it was a smart choice in just, you know, just reminding people that this is a real musician with a real voice and a real message. And I just love that he decided to go that route to end his album. So let's finish up this song here.
have a seat at the table. Time passed me, it did. I burned more than one bridge. Please forgive me if you're right.
Nice. Love that falsetto. An acoustic guitar solo in a Charlie Puth song. What are we doing? Wow. Well, there you have it. That is I Used to Be Cringe, track number 12 on Charlie Puth's new album, Whatever's Clever. You know, I think one word I would use to describe this album is just nostalgic, because it just really, it makes you think of a happier time, you know, and a time where music just really connected with people. And I just feel like nowadays, again, everything just feels so manufactured and just not a lot, you know, feels very genuine anymore. And I just love how this album just really, you know, just really gave me a feeling of just of happiness and hope. And just, it just, you know, made me feel good. And I love to get that feeling from music. Music is more powerful than people give it credit for. It really is. So there you have it, guys. That is my reaction to Charlie Puth's new album, Whatever's Clever. I gotta say, I'm very pleased with this album. I feel like Charlie Puth is really back on the right track. He has escaped the TikTok machine, and he is back to making good music, just like the good old days. As far as whether or not this album ranks above Voice Notes is still to be determined. because after all, this is my first time hearing this album. But overall, a really solid body of work, and I'm very, very happy for Charlie and where he's at in life right now. You know, married and has a kid and just making good music and about to go on tour. I mean, he's just really doing well, and I'm very happy for him. So thank you guys for watching. Again, thank you for your patience. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, but again, I've had a lot going on in my life over the past couple months, so I appreciate the support and appreciate you guys sticking with me. Please be sure to give the video a like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this album in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, catch you later.